As Samantha Irvin finally lifts the veil on what she's endured for years, the wrestling world has been shaken to its core. This is the story that fans have only dared to speculate about, the shocking truth that's now coming to light as Samantha Irvin opens up about her experiences with one of wrestling's most influential figures, Vince McMahon. For years, she remained silent, perhaps out of fear or respect for the world she had once admired, but the truth is now undeniable, with intense revelations that will undoubtedly redefine our understanding of the WWE.
WWE. At top of today's news is a recent lawsuit filed against Vince McMahon. However, this lawsuit is also naming Vince's wife Linda, along with the WWE's parent company TKO Holdings, which own WWE. Now please note that this story contains disturbing information and it may trigger survivors of abuse, so you may want to skip to our third story. But let's look at the allegations and the response from Vince's attorney. USA Today is reporting that the 5 former WWE ring boys are suing Vince McMahon, Linda McMahon, and WWE, alleging negligence for allowing systematic and pervasive abuse of underage children. The complaint and demand for a jury trial was filed on behalf of 5 John Does in Baltimore County Circuit Court on Wednesday.
Samantha's voice is ready to be heard, unfiltered and unapologetic. Her story is filled with allegations and secrets so powerful, it's as if the entire WWE universe has hit her. Breaking point, imagine being in her shoes, years of anticipation, waiting for a moment to breathe without feeling the weight of unspoken words. Samantha's story is more than just a tale of survival. It's a testament to resilience. She had always been a fan favorite, her face a comforting presence in the world of WWE, but now she stands as a figure of strength, finally giving voice to her painful experiences. As the story unfolds, fans are left to wonder, who truly is Vince McMahon behind the spotlight? Throughout his career, McMahon has held an almost untouchable position within the WWE, revered by many as the force that revolutionized the wrestling industry. But for all his charisma and accomplishments, there has always been a shadow surrounding him, whispers that today have turned into roaring voices. Samantha's allegations are serious and deeply troubling, painting a picture of years spent enduring hardships that no one should face alone. Yet, she did, and now she's finally revealing every detail. According to Samantha, the alleged incidents were not isolated. She hints at a culture within the WWE that has for too long remained hidden, one that she claims to have witnessed firsthand. In her words, there was
Vince McMahon. A lot of stories have come out with Vince McMahon, right?
This guy.
A lot of stories have come out with Vince McMahon. Did he do it? Did he not do it? The word that I disagree that they're using with Vince is what? Human trafficking.
Yeah.
We've
heard this one before.
Yeah. But the key word is human trafficking.
Yep.
Human trafficking is one thing, okay? That's not where you're actually trafficking people, making money. It's a business model, all of that you're doing, that Epstein and some people who are been accused of in politics that have been involved in on that island, that the report is going to be coming out with more names, and Whitney Webb and those types of things. Well, she wrote a couple books on it. This is a bit of an older interview with Vince McMahon. Somebody sent me. I think it's worth watching. Go ahead and play this, Rob.
Was an expectation to stay quiet, an understanding that certain things were simply never to be discussed. But as she shares more, it becomes clear that silence has only served to enable harmful actions and cover dark secrets. Her voice shakes with emotion as she describes those experiences, a courage in her tone that has inspired countless fans who've followed her journey. In an emotional confession, Samantha describes moments that she says left her feeling powerless. For fans of wrestling, hearing this from a figure as beloved as Irvin is difficult to comprehend. The WWE has always been seen as a family, a place where stars shine brightly and fans are treated to unforgettable spectacles. But this revelation exposes a side of the industry that few fans have seen before, a side that begs the question, at what cost is such power maintained? Samantha's courage in coming forward paints Vince McMahon in a light few anticipated, sparking debates among fans who once idolized him. Now, people are delving into the complexities of McMahon's influence and past controversies, analyzing years of rumors and allegations that have swirled around him. The rumors of alleged relationships and questionable interactions with various WWE stars have been circulating for years, yet never quite confirmed or denied. Samantha's revelation is the first solid indication that there might be more to these rumors than anyone expected. Vince McMahon's presence in WWE has been legendary. Since taking over the company from his father, he's built an empire, crafting some of the most unforgettable moments in sports entertainment history. McMahon's journey from a small-time wrestling promoter to the creator of a multi-billion-dollar industry is a remarkable one, filled with groundbreaking innovations and iconic storylines that captured the world's attention.
There is sexual harassment amongst the wrestlers or employees of the World Wrestling Federation today.
There is a possibility of that. That's why I have these independent investigators to come in.
And who are these independent investigators?
Fairfax Group Limited.
Would you therefore believe that because of all these allegations coming forward and more corroborating evidence proving that there's no doubt sexual harassment is running rampant in the World Wrestling Federation, that you are definitely going to come public and do something about it?
Why wouldn't I?
Because you haven't done anything about it until it became public, because you thought it was underwater.
Because I had no knowledge of it.
I made knowledge of it to you when I was fired, and you just blew it off and let me go. I retained a lawyer.
Because you were not very good. You were not a very good announcer. You could not. That's the only reason why you got job.
I didn't sleep with your vice president. 2 weeks later, I'm fired.
Why didn't you say right then? Why didn't you say, hey, look, Vince.
But with great power comes great scrutiny, and McMahon's personal and professional life has always been a subject of intense debate. His controversial decisions, whether in business or in wrestling storylines, have often polarized fans. As fans learn more about these allegations, reactions have been mixed. Some fans express shock, unable to reconcile the larger van-life image of McMahon with these new allegations, while others say they had always sensed something was amiss. Social media is flooded with reactions, with fans divided between support for Samantha Irvin and disbelief that such allegations could be true. For others, the revelations are a call to action, urging for change within the WWE and the wrestling industry as a whole. Samantha Irvin's story, while deeply personal, has become symbolic of a larger issue, resonating with countless individuals who feel that their voices have been silenced for too long. Fans are demanding transparency, accountability, and justice. Rumors have haunted Vince McMahon's career for years. They were whispers at first, quiet and quickly dismissed, but over time, those whispers grew louder, turning into persistent rumors that circulated in locker rooms and behind the scenes. To some, Vince McMahon was a visionary, a pioneer who transformed WWE into an empire that transcended wrestling, turning it into a global entertainment spectacle. But to others, these rumors pointed to a darker side that fans and insiders alike either ignored or simply chose to forget. For decades, rumors of Vince McMahon's relationships and alleged behavior within WWE have followed him, creating an aura of both awe and fear around him. And now, Samantha Irvin's revelations are finally shedding light on what was once thought to be mere speculation. Samantha's story has reignited interest in these rumors.
It alleges that the McMahons knew about and failed to stop decades of sexual assault from the 70s to the early 90s, perpetrated by former WWE ring crew chief Melvin Phillips Jr. Our fans may recall the Ring Boy scandal from the early 90s, in which the former Ring Boy Tom Cole accused the WWF of ignoring alleged abuse by WWF personnel. While there was some initial media coverage, the story lost steam in the mainstream press. Although the story is decades old, it was recently revisited in the Netflix documentary Mr. McMahon. The Ring Boys were underage employees who worked behind the scenes. NBC News mentioned some of the allegations, saying the suit accuses the McMahons of long knowing of Phillips' peculiar and unnatural interest in young boys. In addition, Smith reported on comments from one of the attorneys representing the plaintiffs. Greg Gutzler, a partner at DeSello Levitt, who was leading the litigation, said that it was simply unconscionable that so many were allegedly aware of the abuse and did nothing to stop it. It appears that the lawsuit is based on the idea that Mel Phillips was a known potential danger to underage employees, yet the WWF brought him back. This lawsuit conduct but did nothing to stop it. If it's shown or admitted that the WWE management knew about past misconduct with the
pushing fans and critics to reevaluate Vince's actions over the years. Could there be truth behind the stories that have always lingered around WWE's biggest figure? Samantha's account has added substance to the whispers, transforming them from vague suspicions into serious allegations that can no longer be ignored. Fans are now delving into his past, examining moments that were once brushed off as inconsequential, searching for any signs that might confirm Samantha's experiences. For some, the revelations are hardly surprising. In a world where power and influence reign supreme, it's not uncommon for those at the top to bend the rules. Vince McMahon's position at the pinnacle of WWE has afforded him a level of authority that few could ever dream of. His decisions shaped careers, determined the trajectory of wrestlers' lives, and influenced the industry on a scale that few individuals could match. But with such authority came rumors of alleged relationships with WWE stars, rumors that have been whispered for years but never publicly addressed. Samantha's revelations have given these rumors a credibility they never had before, and fans are taking a closer look at the man behind the myth. Vince's charisma has always been a double-edged sword. He's been seen as a charismatic leader, a man who could inspire loyalty and admiration, but also as a divisive figure who wasn't afraid to push boundaries to get what he wanted. Samantha's story suggests that this boundary pushing may have extended beyond professional ambition and into personal lives, blurring the lines between acceptable behavior and misuse of power. Fans are asking questions that they never dared to ask before, wondering if the culture that Vince fostered within WWE was one that protected him at the expense of others. The rumors of inappropriate behavior and alleged relationships are no longer just stories, they are now the focal point of a much larger discussion on power, respect, and accountability within WWE. Vince McMahon's journey with WWE is one of legend, and
a new abuse lawsuit has been filed against WWE, Vince McMahon, Linda McMahon, and the TKO Group. Plus, could an AEW tag team be splitting up? We'll talk about it. And we had a title change on AEW Dynamite. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling News right now. So the first news story, the main news story in this video today, contains discussion of underage abuse. Now, if this isn't something that you feel comfortable listening to, then you can use the timestamp below to move on to the other half of this news video. So talk us through our lead story, Andrew.
Yes, so a lawsuit has been filed against WWE, Vince McMahon, Linda McMahon, and TKO Group Holdings by DiCello, Levitt, and Murphy, Falcon, and Murphy on behalf of 5 former ring boys. The lawsuit, filed in the Circuit Court for Baltimore County, Maryland, alleges that underage ring boys were groomed, exploited, and abused at pro wrestling venues, hotel rooms, and other locations. The lawsuit also claims the defendants, Vince and Linda McMahon, were fully aware of the abuse and did nothing to prevent or stop it.
Now, the ring boy scandal, as it has been colloquially known for a long time,
ambition and vision. It all began when he took over the company from his father in the 1980s, transforming what was then a regional wrestling promotion into a global phenomenon that redefined sports entertainment. Under his leadership, WWE evolved from a niche interest into a billion-dollar empire, captivating audiences around the world with unforgettable moments and iconic characters. Vince had an uncanny ability to see the potential in professional wrestling, to turn it into something larger than life, something that would captivate millions. He wasn't just building a company, he was crafting a legacy, a dream that would live on for generations. Throughout the years, Vince pushed the boundaries of what WWE could be. He created characters and storylines that became a part of pop culture, bringing wrestling into the mainstream in ways that had never been done before. Wrestlers like Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and John Cena became household names, thanks in large part to Vince's vision. He pioneered pay-per-view events like WrestleMania, turned Monday Night Raw into a weekly phenomenon, and continually raised the stakes in the world of sports entertainment. His ambition seemed boundless, his drive unmatched, as he sought to create a world where WWE was synonymous with entertainment itself. But this journey wasn't without its dark moments. Vince's aggressive approach often led to controversies, decisions that left fans divided. His intense focus on the bottom line, on maintaining WWE's status as the top promotion, sometimes came at the cost of controversy. Over the years, Vince faced accusations of fostering a work environment that was high stakes and high stress, a place where only the strongest survived. The rumors of alleged inappropriate behavior were, for many, just part of the package that
And
Bushwhack brothers.
pull those guys up.
Sardines.
Yeah.
Yo,
Those
so
guys
the
are amazing.
Bushwhack brothers.
Licking each other on the head.
If you're
Rob, you were part of
if
the
you're not
Bushwhackers
related
crew.
to these guys, then we're never talking again. I don't, the
Rob,
Bushwhack
that's
brothers.
100%
Look at
that's
Rob and
Rob.
his cousin. Look at that.
These guys video.
Eating sardines and licking people's
That's
faces.
what wrestling was great. Make wrestling great again.
I love
Here's
it.
what I can tell you about Vince McMahon. All these allegations, human trafficking allegations, sexual misconduct allegations, sexual harassment allegations, all allegations. But I'm very comfortable with labeling him a total creep. We all know some creepy ass dudes out there. You've heard these stories about what he's doing with the girl with the dildos.
The
and
text is insane. I couldn't read all. I was just like, okay, I'm
some
good.
of the weirdest stuff ever. Total creep.
Like all
Vince
those texts,
McMahon.
that's just that regular, Saturday night for Tom. But for him, that's disgusting.
Tom, it's gonna be okay.
I love Tom.
Okay, but I'm wearing a Future Looks Bright shirt, the purple and gold, the one that was a limited one that we did last week, and I'm wearing a purple and gold.
came with Vince's ambitious vision for WWE. Now, Samantha's story is causing fans to re-examine Vince's legacy. While his contributions to WWE are undeniable, her revelations paint a picture that complicates his journey. Could it be that the very ambition that drove him to success also led him to cross lines that shouldn't be crossed? As fans reflect on Vince's history with WWE, they're left to ponder the true cost of his ambition, wondering if his achievements can be separated from the alleged actions that Samantha has bravely brought to light. Fan reaction to Samantha Irvin's revelations has been intense and varied. Social media platforms have become flooded with reactions from fans around the world, each expressing their thoughts, emotions, and disbelief. Some fans are in shock, struggling to process the idea that Vince McMahon, the man they admired as the architect of WWE, could be involved in such allegations. Others feel disappointment, not just with Vince, but with the entire WWE organization, wondering how such behavior could go unchecked for so long. Samantha's bravery in coming forward has inspired a wave of support as fans rally around her, calling for justice and accountability. For many, this revelation is more than just a scandal. It's a moment of reckoning for WWE, fans who grew up watching wrestling, who have cheered for their favorite wrestlers, who have invested their time, energy, and money into the WWE brand, feel a deep sense of betrayal. WWE has always prided itself on being a family, a place where wrestlers and fans alike could find a sense of belonging. But Samantha's story challenges that image, revealing a side of WWE that fans were never supposed to see. It's a side that raises uncomfortable questions about the culture within WWE and the impact of unchecked power.
TKO Group, you know who they just brought to be a board member of WWE?
Who?
Who is who? Who is the most beloved guy
White?
who's got a crystal clear.
Rock?
Yeah, he's got a clean cut guy you bring in. The Rock is officially a member of the board of directors of the TKO. They have to do this. It's a great move.
Yeah.
And The Rock is the right guy to come in to do something like this because they need somebody that's stable. They need somebody that's reliable. They need somebody for this space that's dependable. And apparently there was a major event this last week for wrestling with him against the other guy. What's the guy's name?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Yeah, apparently they called it like one of the biggest events of all time. Did you follow it or no?
Yeah, so dorky. Sorry.
Rob, we know. Go ahead. I want to hear
follow
this.
some of this stuff. Yes, they brought The Rock back as a surprise on Friday night, and he's going to now face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. The big thing in the wrestling community is that there was a guy who won the...
With Vince McMahon, dude, I'll ask, does anybody know, like people that know, like what he did?
Right.
Or what it's claimed that he did? It only came out because he didn't want to pay her the full money. If he were paid $3 million to do all horrific things and you're like, yeah, I'll do that, then I'd be like, well, that's not assault. But this fucker didn't want to pay because he has a history of fucking people on shit. And all he had to do was pay what he agreed to, and she's a disgruntled employee, and good for her, because that guy shit on her head. They're having a three-way, they don't say what position, I don't think. I hope it's Eiffel Tower and not a blowjob he did this during. 2-on-1 with, I'm guessing, Johnny Leonidas, I don't know, another executive. So they're both having sex with this girl. Vince McMahon gets up, shits on her head, and then he goes, I'm gonna go get, you guys finish up, I'm gonna get a shower. This is what's written in the legal, they say he defecates. Okay? Yeah, we'll finish up, Vince. I think we're...
Across social media, fans are sharing their own stories, their own experiences of witnessing or enduring inappropriate behavior, creating a movement that is calling for change within WWE. They're demanding transparency, accountability, and a commitment to creating a safe environment for everyone involved. Some fans are hopeful that this revelation will lead to positive change, that WWE will take steps to address these issues and prevent them from happening again. Others are more skeptical, fearing that WWE will simply brush this under the rug, as they have with past controversies. Samantha's story has united fans in a common cause, a desire for truth and justice. Her courage has sparked a conversation that can no longer be ignored, a conversation that is resonating far beyond the wrestling community. Fans are watching closely, waiting to see how WWE will respond, how they will address the issues that Samantha has brought to light. This is more than just a story about Vince McMahon or WWE, it's a story about power, resilience, and the fight for respect and dignity in an industry that has often prioritized profit over people. And for the fans who have stood by WWE for years, Samantha's voice is a reminder that change is possible, that every voice matters, and that justice is worth fighting for. Want to be the first to know about shocking WWE updates and epic matches? Subscribe now and turn on notifications to stay